Welcome to day 552 in my HEX journey. I hope you're doing all great. Thanks to my latest subscriber, Sandman. Welcome to the hood, brother. And now please smash that like button. Let's get this video up to 300 likes. Hit that subscriber button and turn on post notification to get notified for every new video. And now let's get started with today's episode. In today's video, we're gonna jump right into the pulse chain analysis in this mini format. So for today, part 3 will be the deep dive into the pulse chain. We're gonna cover a lot of topics, so let's get started right away. If we jump into, we can see what we learned already. We saw in the last video the popular chains versus the blockchain, so this is done. So today in part 3 we're gonna cover the pulse chain deep dive. For this I prepared a lot of topics. We have to cover the blockchain basics, which we saw in the earlier videos. We were talking a little bit what kind of blockchain types are there. We talked about the basics of proof of waste and proof of work. If we see this down here, for example, we had the proof of work, which is using Bitcoin, and we have the proof of stake, for example, in some other chains, and we have different versions of proof of stake: the delegated, the hybrid, the liquid, and the bond proof of stake. We are going with the delegated proof of stake for the pulse chain, like it seems. We talked also a little bit about the blockchain generations. We can see that we are really evolving in this space, and we should go directly to the version 4. This would be really great for pulse chain, so we are really going further than everything. We also talked about a fork situation, the miner, the nodes. This will all come together again, and some other topics will be the nodes, the validators, and I also prepared a little bit of the topics for the wallets. And then the big two topics will be the trading and the bridging stuff, which will go on the pulse chain. So let's start first. We saw already what kind of blockchain type we're gonna use. So for the start, the first point, the blockchain type, as already said, it will be a delegated proof of stake mechanism. So the second point are the nodes. About the nodes, we don't know anything for the moment, so a big question mark. Normally there are some nodes also participating in a blockchain which is running on proof of stake, so we will see maybe some more information about the nodes in the future. The third point are the validators. We talked a little bit already about the validators. It is not yet clear the amount of validators out there. Maybe there will be 21, we don't know, maybe 30, maybe 50. There could be a decent amount of validators going on, up to 200. There will be a rotation going on in between them just to get an equalized mechanism, and everybody can distribute and participate in the network and also produce some blocks and earn some fees. If we talk about fees, there will be also a fee burning mechanism going on, so just consider that we have a fee burning mechanism going on which will burn 25% of all the fees. So if you want to be a validator, you can do this, but it costs you something. You need, for example, some good hardware which is really running beefy, and you also need a decent internet connection. Normally we talk about more than 10 gigabit per second, so you are really connected to the blockchain. So if you want to be a validator, you need to convince a lot of people to delegate their pulse to your validator system, or you have already so much pulse that you can delegate a lot of pulse to your own validator just to rank in the top, which is needed. Maybe there's just 21, maybe there's 50, maybe there will be 100, we don't know. So this will just work as a system. We see this already on a lot of blockchains. This is working great. The fourth point are now the wallets. Everybody is maybe a little bit concerned about the wallets, so let's have a quick look what's going on with the wallets. You can use, of course, MetaMask. This is what it needs. So MetaMask is all what we use for now to use with gohex.com. If you want to stake some hex on the Ethereum blockchain, you use MetaMask, and once the pulse chain will be out, this is really easy. So you have your MetaMask in here, and you'll see up here you have a little button to click which is called network, and you will just change this network settings. We will provide, of course, some videos how to do this, and you can just enter some pulse information in here. So this will be already enough to connect to the pulse chain, so don't you worry, your MetaMask wallet will work great with the pulse chain network. The same goes for hardware wallets. If you're using with your hex stake some hardware wallets, this is not a problem at all. As long as it is supported by MetaMask, you can easily either connect your Trezor wallet or you can connect your Ledger wallet as you need. So this will be really easy because the Trezor wallet and also the Ledger wallet, as well the MetaMask wallet as a software wallet, they all hold your private keys for your Ethereum address. This is all what you need. The Ethereum address is at the same time also your PLS address, your pulse chain address. Pulse chain addresses are the same like the ETH address, so it will be really easy also for the fork. And this, we already talked about this. If you hold some Ethereum or even some HEX on your Ethereum wallet, you will have the same amount, 1-to-1 ratio on the airdrop on your pulse chain address, and you will get some pulse HEX as well. This will be really nice. Just as a little side information. Let's come to the fifth point, the trading topic. This will be really interesting. So for now we know the Uniswap exchange, which is running on the Ethereum blockchain, and you can trade, for example, some Ethereum for HEX. You can also trade USDC for HEX. Whatever you want. You have also different pairs depending on the volume if you want to trade other coins. This is what we know for now. So on the Uniswap exchange running on the Ethereum blockchain, we will simply see a new pair which will be called EPLS. E stands for Ethereum, because it's running on the Ethereum blockchain, and Ethereum. So we will have a EPLS ETH pair. This means you can easily trade your PLS tokens into ETH if needed. So this is just the first part. This exchange is running on the Ethereum blockchain. Like I said, this is the ETH blockchain. And if we scroll down a little bit, we have to do the same for the Uniswap. And this is the important stuff you have to know. There will be a Uniswap interface on the Pulse chain. So on the Pulse chain network, you will have a Uniswap frontend. I think it will just be a fork of the Uniswap exchange, and there you can easily trade, for example, some PLS tokens for some PHEX, or you can also trade it for some PETH or whatever you want. We will have a lot of tokens on there because the full system state is copied. So we will find the pair which will be called Pulse Ethereum because it's on the Pulse chain, and it will be to the ratio of Pulse. This means you can swap easily some Ethereum which you bridged before on the Pulse chain network into PLS tokens or whatever you would like. So you will see you will have already two exchanges which will have listed the token. First, we will have it on the Uniswap exchange on the Ethereum blockchain that you can trade the Pulse token as well for Ethereum, and the same will go for the Uniswap exchange on the Pulse chain network, where you can trade easily your Pulse chain tokens and other ERC20s. So the sixth point in this little video is the bridging topic. This is maybe a little bit more complicated. You have to understand what a bridge is doing. A bridge is just taking whatever you send them, it locks into the contract, and it will distribute you some new tokens on the other blockchain. So let's start with the bridge which will running on the Ethereum blockchain. So let's just draw a little bridge down here. And let's say on the left side we have the Ethereum world, and on the right side we have the PLS world, and we would like to bridge some crypto over to the PLS network. So for this example, we're going to send one Ethereum in this case to the bridge on the Ethereum blockchain. The smart contract on this bridge, because a bridge is nothing else than just a smart contract, he will take your Ethereum and he will lock it up in the smart contract, and he will issue some P Ethereum. The P stands for Pulse chain because we are now on the Pulse chain network. So this process is really easy. You can see this is the same like we saw it on the Matic network. You send one Ethereum, it will get locked into the bridged contract, and you will get some P Ethereum which will have the same, or at least it should have the same dollar value overall. With this P Ethereum you can do whatever you want on the Pulse chain network. So with this P Ethereum on the Pulse chain network, you will be then able to buy whatever token you like. For example, you can buy some P HEX and stake it for 555. So this is just the first bridge which we're showing if you want to go from Ethereum to the Pulse chain network. So we have also the second bridge. Let's do a new bridge here, and this bridge is if we want to go from the Pulse chain network over to the Ethereum world. Let me check that we can see this here in real quick. This is working great. So in this case, you would like to send some Pulse token to the smart contract to the bridge, and you would like to cash it out in the Ethereum network. It's the same procedure. Let's say we're going to send one Pulse token. the smart contract, the bridge contract, will just issue and lock this pulse token into the mechanism, and it will issue on the Ethereum blockchain whatever you receive. For example, if you send one pulse, you should then receive one e-pulse on the Ethereum blockchain. The E stands for Ethereum because we are now on the Ethereum blockchain. So this is really easy. Overall, you will be able to bridge back and forth to all the blockchains. So if you want to go back, you just send your pulse chain Ethereum to the smart contract bridge, and it will issue some Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain. So the seventh and the last point for this video is the liquidity mining. Be aware that this part is not really necessary for the launch of the mainnet, but you will be able to do some liquidity mining pretty damn sure in the pulse chain network. So this means you can provide liquidity for a decent pair if you would like. Maybe if you're gonna fork Uniswap version 3, you can also provide asymmetrical liquidity, and you will maybe not earn some fees. If you want to earn some fees, you have to be in the trading range to provide your liquidity. This will be also a really fun game, and overall we should also see some voting stuff, so maybe we'll be able to vote for some stuff on the future blockchain going on. You can also make normally some proposals. This would be really nice, and if you have enough polls, you can vote with your PLS for one of the ideas, and this will be maybe executed on the blockchain. This would be really nice to see as well. And with this, we are already by the end of this video for today. If you found any value in it, please leave a like. If you have a question, drop a comment down below in the comment section. Stay long and fat, stay safe out there, and see you in the next one. Peace.